I don't know what happened to the previous 11 months, but it is just about December. Down East Magazine is out with its December issue. Home for the holidays is what it says across the top of the front cover. Will Grunwald is the editor-in-chief of Down East, and he's with us here to talk about some of what's in this issue. Thank you for coming in. Good to have you here.
Yeah, great to be here, Rob.
So let's talk about an interesting feature about a place I had never heard of before. It's called Laverdier's Apothecary. It's in the Reddington Museum in Waterville, part of the Waterville Historical Society. What is this place?
Yeah, so it's this incredibly detailed recreation of like a turn-of-the-century druggist's store. And, I think a lot of us, if we've been in like a soda fountain like the old Rexall in Damariscotta or something like that, we kind of know the feel, but this is like historically accurate to a T. It's pretty impressive.
People who have been around Maine for a long time will remember when the Laverdier's chain was the big drugstore chain, and this is going to be a nice little nostalgic trip back to the past because people like old stores. They get into that kind of thing.
Oh, for sure. And it was actually the son of the Laverdier's founder, I believe, who started to collect all of this old paraphernalia. And it's everything from like bottles of things labeled like brimstone, which is sulfur, and whatever else they mixed in, alcohols that they mixed into drugs, and detailed recipes, and it's a fascinating place.
Brimstone, probably not all that good for you, but we'll move past that.
I'm not ingesting it.
Well, let's talk about oh boy, this is one that's going to get people saying, oh yes, I'd like that. It's a feature on ski homes in Maine, and you start out with the line, ever dream of owning a Maine ski retreat? A lot of people have. What were you trying to do with this feature?
Yeah, so it's funny, a ski home in a lot of ways is just another camp, right? It's more about its proximity to the mountains more than anything. And we tried to reflect a range of ski homes from cozy condos up through A-frames to full-on very nice large lodges. But it's not just like Aspen-style chalets here in Maine.
Right. These are not places that cost, as they do in Aspen and other ski resorts that cost $8 million. These are something that it's certainly not for everyone, but it's achievable.
Yeah, I'm still saving up, and but I think the other thing too is that just given the holiday season, there's something about seeing inside these comfortable spaces where people are going to be gathering that feels like a good way to sort of fill the pages of the magazine.
Yeah, now that you've cut brimstone out of your weekly spending, then you'll be able to save a little more towards your ski home.
Everything helps, yeah.
Let's end with a feature called Holiday Fishtivities. I blew that one. You asked 4 Maine chefs to come up with some different kinds of seafood recipes for the holidays.
Yeah, and what distinguishes them really is that they use previously unpopular species of ground fish. Things like monkfish and hake and pollock, which historically everyone wanted to eat cod. And when the cod fishery collapsed, it really hurt Maine fishermen, and it's been sort of a slow recovery process, in part because people are relearning what they should be eating.
One of the things that became obvious to me through hundreds and hundreds of cooking segments on 207 is that you take a food that maybe you're not familiar with, or maybe you think you don't like, and you put it in the hands of a gifted chef, which is what you've done for this feature, and you will get something that you never expected and that you just might think is absolutely great.
Oh, definitely, and they're not one-pot meals when chefs from really great restaurants put them together for you, but they're worth experimenting with, I think.
Yeah. That and more is all in the December issue of Down East. Will, thank you so much, as always. If you'd like more information on what's in the issue, just head to the 207 section of our website or app and stick around. We're going to be back with more of 207 right after this.